Welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat podcast, your one-stop shop for daily Miami Heat content. My name is Amir. So for today's episode, I want to talk about a potential big that the Miami Heat could trade for. So this is not a free agent, but this is someone that the Heat could trade for this offseason or before the NBA trade deadline next year in February. So that player is Jusuf Nurkić. He played with the Suns and the Charlotte Hornets last season, and he's now on the Utah Jazz. So could he be the backup front court piece that the Miami Heat need? So for this episode, I want to dive into Nurkic's fit, the Heat's current roster, and whether a trade makes sense. So with the Jazz now holding Jusuf Nurkic's contract, is he a realistic target for the Miami Heat? So we'll get into that. So last season, Nurkic began the year with the Suns, averaged about 8.6 points, 9.2 rebounds, 1.9 assists in 23 minutes over 25 games. Fell out of favor in Phoenix, was traded midseason. They had a horrible year as a team. Went to the Hornets, played 26 games with them. He only played 18 minutes per game, but his points did go up a little bit and his assists. So he posted 9.2 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, 2.6 assists on a nearly 50% shooting. So he is someone who could be a double-double type of guy if he gets the opportunity in the minutes. He was traded to the Utah Jazz on June 29th for Colin Sexton and a future second-round pick. So why should the Heat target him as a trade asset? Well, one, he brings you size. He brings you veteran presence. He brings you experience. He's played in the playoffs. And again, he's a very physical type of player. He's a good rebounder. And he is someone who can crash the boards offensively, defensively. Again, with the Phoenix Suns, he averaged 9 rebounds per game in those 23 minutes. If we look back in his Portland days and a few seasons ago, he averaged 11 points, 11 boards, 4 assists, 1 block. And then if we look back a little bit further 4 years ago, he averaged almost 18 and 11 with 4 assists, 2 blocks. So he is capable of rim protection, rebounding, and scoring. He can kind of hit the three. He's not the greatest. He's shot 28% from 3 with the Hornets, 32% with the Suns last year, but overall 28% over his career. So he's capable, but you don't really want him to be shooting threes, but he does have some touch, I guess. But he is someone, again, who can give you rebounding and size, which is something they need. His playmaking also, again, from the elbow, he has the ability to play well in the pick and roll, the pick and pop scheme, and he can help generate offense. And he's good at the DHO as well. So that is something that the Miami Heat needs. And we need someone when Bam's resting, when Kalel's resting, we need someone big to come off the bench. All we have is Nico. He doesn't want to play the 5. He doesn't want to be the backup big. He's our backup 3 or 4, and he's more of a point forward. So should we possibly trade him? I mean, he's on an expiring contract next season with the Utah Jazz. They're rebuilding. I don't know why they traded for him, but he has an expiring contract. Why not take a flyer? If we can trade him for Terry Rozier mid-season or during the season or even now, then one, we save more money. I don't know why the Jazz would do it. They have flexibility in cap space, but maybe they think it's a better fit because they lost Colin Sexton. So why not get another veteran backup point guard or combo guard in Terry Rozier? But giving us Nurkic, that's 17 million. If we give them Terry, that's 24 million, 25 million. So we'll be saving even more money in case we do want to make another move, perhaps during the season. If we see one, we're playing well and the East is really that weak after all the injuries that players like Tatum and Dame and Halliburton have suffered. If the Heat think it's wide open and they don't want this to be a gap year, even though it should be a gap year, while we're developing our young guys and playing some veterans, you never know. Maybe we can then use that also to trade Andrew Wiggins, perhaps, and take on more salary because we have more space now and we won't be above the first apron. We don't want to be a first apron team by the end of the year. So right now, I think we're currently we have 1 million, I think, in space or 1 million above. I forgot that delta, but either way, he's not the flashiest guy, but still, he is someone capable of getting you a double-double. The risks and red flags: one, his health concerns. He has a history of injuring his foot, having leg injuries, so durability could be a concern. Defense and protect the rim, and has shown flashes with that in his past, but he's less effective on switches on the perimeter. He could struggle against quicker, smaller lineups, so that limits his versatility in certain rotational matchups. But either way, I think he's an interesting guy to look at. Like, there's not a lot of guys on expiring contracts that are centers that make the most sense. You have Zach Collins, who's whatever. You have Mitchell Robinson. Not sure the Knicks are going to want to give up on him. Robert Williams, the third guy, has not played more than 53 years. Then you have players like Andre Drummond, who isn't as versatile, a little bit older, I think. And then the list goes to like Mason Plumlee and Drew Eubanks. So those are guys that the Miami Heat do not want on their roster. So why not take a chance? So anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the Miami Heat should target Jusuf Nurkić in a trade this season?